HBNL families, welcome back to the channel. So in today's training, I'm going to show you the best and the easiest way to cut t-shirt v-neck pattern professionally. So I'm going to be using small size chart for the tutorial today. The size chart goes like this. The chest is 36 to 38. The reason for 36 to 38 is that every size connotes two measurements, the fitted one and the normal one. So the fitted one would fit in your body, while the normal one will not be too fitted and it will not be too big, it will be normal. So that's the reason for 36 to 38. So if you cut a t-shirt that the chest is 36, it's still under small size, and also if it is 37.9, it's still under small size, because medium size starts from 38. So that's the reason we say 36 to 38. The length is 27, the shoulder is 16, and the sleeve is 8 inches. So now let's interpret all these measurements into our pattern paper. So the first thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to draw a straight line here. Yes, I'm going to draw a straight line. So after that, I'm going to apply my length measurement, which is 37, and I'm going to add extra 1 inches for the hemming allowance. So this is 7. I will add another 1 inches for the hemming allowance. After that, I will draw a straight line to link up the line together, just like this. So after that, I'm going to mark 3 inches inward like this. 3 inches inward. So far we are cutting our v-neck, and I'll also mark 0.5 inch for the back drop. So after marking it, I'm going to connect it together, just like this. After connecting it, so I will mark 6.5 inches downward for our v-neck line. So after marking the 6.5 inches downward for the v-neck line, I'm going to use my French curve to make the v-neck. Take note, I'm not going to mark it on a slant form, but a beat curve, in order for the neck to look great. So I'm going to let it be a beat curve, just like this, and it will look perfect, as you can see. So it will not looks great if you just mark it a slant like that. So that's the reason why I curve it a bit, in order when I'm joining my v-neck band to it, it will look amazing. So after that, I'm going to implement my shoulder measurement, which is 16. So I'm going to mark 8 inches. After marking the 8 inches, now I'm going to determine my shoulder drop by dividing my chest measurement by 24. So my chest measurement is 36 divided by 24. It will gives me 1.5 inches. So 1.5 is my shoulder slope measurement. So I'll mark 1.5 inches here. So after marking it, I will connect the line to the neck like this. After connecting the line to the neck, so the next thing for me to do is to mark my armhole depth by dividing my chest by 4 minus 1 inches. So 36 divided by 4, it will give me 9 minus 1 inches. So that will give me 8 inches. So I'm going to mark my 8 inches downward here. After marking the 8 inches, that's also my upper chest measurement. So I'm going to draw a straight line like this. So this line is also my upper chest measurement. After that, I'm going to connect it to the shoulder. So after that, I'm going to apply my chest measurement, which is 36 divided by 4. It will gives me 9. The reason for dividing it by 4 is that I'm going to cut my cloth on fold. So I'll mark 9 inches here. I also mark 9 inches here. After marking 9 inches, so I'm going to connect those points together by drawing a straight line. So after that, the next thing for me to do is to find the center of my armhole depth by dividing it by 2. So I mark 8 inches divided by 2, that will be 4 inches. So I will now come inward by 1 inches like this. So after that, I'm going to use my French curve to draw the armhole curve. So let's not forget, I need to add 0.2 or 0.3 inch for the sewing allowance. So just like this. So with this we finish with the top pattern. Remain the sleeve. So I'm going to use this for my sleeves. First thing, I will draw a straight line here. So after that, I'm going to measure 3 inches for my cap height, for the sleeve cap height. So after marking the 3 inches cap height, I'm going to mark 8 inches for the armhole depth. The 8 inches we marked on the armhole, we are going to mark it here also. Another 3 inches. So I'm going to connect the line together. So now I'm going to apply my sleeve measurement, which is 8 inches, but here I want to add 1 inches band to the sleeve opening, so I'm going to cut 7 inches, so that when I add the 1 inches band to it, it will equivalent to 8 inches. So now I'm going to draw a slant form like this. So after drawing a slant form, I will find the middle of that slant form by dividing it by 2, as you can see. So this is 9 inches, and the middle for 9 inches, the center for 9 inches is 4.5. So I'm going to mark 4.5 like this and use my French curve to draw the sleeves cap, just like this. After that, sleeves opening for small size is 6 inches. 6 inches. So I'm going to add extra sewing allowance to it. So I'm going to connect the line together just like this. So since I marked 7 here, if I add the extra 1 inches band to it after sewing, it will equivalent to 8 inches. So since I need the 7 inches, I'll cut where the 7 inches stopped. So now let's confirm if the sleeves and the armhole is correct and match each other. So as you can see here, let's measure the armhole also. So as you can see now, I've laid my fabric. Can you see that I laid it on fold? So I'm going to cut the fabric on fold also. So I'm going to place my pattern on it like this. So after placing the pattern on it, I'm going to sketch out the pattern. So I'm using marker to do that, but don't use marker when cutting, while cutting, because it will show on your clothes. I'm just using this for tutorial purpose. So you cut the front and back the same thing before separating it and applying your front V neckline. So I've removed the back from the fabric, so this is only the front. Now I'm going to sketch the V neckline. As you can see, it looks perfect and accurate. So I'm going to sketch out the pattern and trace out the sketch of the pattern.